the rain can't get me down.
With Care Bear shoes from Buster Brown.
That lucky feeling all around.
With Care Bear shoes from Buster Brown. With Care Bear shoes from Buster Brown. Care Bear shoes from Buster Brown.
And now you can get a Care Bear coloring book free with purchase.
Check your yellow pages for the Joy Buster Brown nearest you. Quincy, weekdays at 4 on Channel 10.
Today on Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons will return after these messages.
There's a great sound, a great shape, a great taste. It's snacking. Keebler, Crunch Twist.
The Keebler elves twist 2 crunchy snack sticks together to make Crunch Twist double crunchy, double tasty. In hearty potato, nacho cheese, cheddar, and toasted corn.
Crunch Twist, a great sound, a great shape, a great taste. It's snacking.
From Keebler.
Barbie Dream Furniture.
Oh, the Barbie fashion living room set with reversible pillows. Your oven, I guess, will adore it. But where will they sleep? Loving your Barbie sold separately. You put it together. This furniture has a secret. The sofa turns into a bed. The chair into a lounger. Wow! Anyone for tea? Barbie, your fashion living room set does it all. The Barbie fashion living room set comes with all you see here. Barbie doll sold separately. New from Mattel.
And now, back to Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeons and Dragons will return after these messages.
Hershey, Hershey, Hershey. It's a fun one. Hershey, Hershey, Hershey. Ooh, chocolate fun. Pure milk chocolate. Delicious and smooth. Oh, if you don't believe me, I'll prove it to you. When you take a bite, oh, you'll say I'm right. Hershey, Hershey, Hershey. It's a fun one. Oh, Hershey, Hershey, Hershey. Ooh, chocolate fun.
Junk food, you're losing your grip. Sorry, kids. I guess I'm whipped.
That's because you don't eat the right things. If you want to feel good, you gotta eat good food. Yeah, like delicious Campbell's soup. It's great. That way you won't be skating on thin ice.
Looks like I got the tail end of the deal.
I love my Campbell's soup. It's good food.
Stay tuned for
What's up, Dad?
the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner Show, right after Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, boy. And now, back to Dungeons and Dragons. And now, this message.
You can wish upon a star fairy and make your dreams come true. Each star fairy has different magic.
Each sold separately.
Sparkle is the princess. I love your hair and dress. I can whisper my secret wishes. Spike helps with my work. Think. You can wish upon a star fairy. I love you. And make your dreams come true.
Whisper, Sparkle, and Spice come with costume, wings, wand, brush, and posing stand. Each sold separately. New from Tonka.
This is CBS.
Jefferson Ward's 7 days of super savings start this Sunday. It's the 7-day super sale. In this 51-page book, you'll find 6 pages of infants and children's savings, 13 pages of jewelry and women's fashions, 7 pages of men's fashions and shoe savings, 9 pages of domestics, housewares, and small electrics, 5 pages of TVs, VCRs, and appliance savings, 11 pages of paint, hardware, health and beauty aids, Easter candy, and more. 51 pages of savings. If you haven't received your 7-day super sale book, pick one up at any Jefferson Ward. Sale starts Sunday, March 24th through Saturday, March 30th. Don't miss it.
Catch Dance Fever tonight at 7:30.
Today on Dungeons and Dragons.
That's gotta be the Valley of Smoke. I knew we couldn't trust that creep. Clowns!
You're not a doctor, are you?
I think it's their mother.
I am Queen Zin. I have chosen you.
You may come no farther.
Oh, no, we're done for.
Good evening, everyone. I hope everybody's having a great weekend so far. Oh my goodness gracious, geez. I mean, things just keep getting better by the second. Oh man. It is just too much, people. It's too much. I mean, like, pretty exhausting when you think about it. It's a little exhausting. So yeah. Man, you got just people just throwing lawsuits all over the place, man. And oh shit, B Tim's in here. What's up, B Tim? Lisa, I never know how to pronounce your last name. Hi, the glare. I can't stop smiling from hearing that. I am so happy. Yeah. Now, here's listen, I see y'all in chat. They're like, I hate Upchurch. Down with Ryan Upchurch. Oh, you got your pitchforks and your torches and your, whatnot. I'm not exactly on board with that, but I gotta say, you play with the bull, you're gonna get the horns. I tried to tell him. Now, in all fairness, I talked about this when all of this stuff was going on. Now, before I get into that, let me just say, yes, Kiely Rodni's family has filed today a lawsuit against Ryan Upchurch. I have the lawsuit, and I'm going to go over it. We're going to share the screen, and we're going to go over it. Just a little patience. But now, I will say this. Ryan Upchurch has blatantly said he does not care about getting sued. He's not afraid of being sued. He seems to like it. So, I mean, whether this phases him or not, whatever. But he just won a lawsuit against his own mother. Now, I want to be fair. I pride myself on being a fair person on this channel. And I didn't talk about it because it didn't pertain to the true crime community. It's just more gossip. I don't do 6 degrees of Ryan Upchurch in true crime. I don't do that. That's a personal thing with him and his mom. I followed it a little bit. I went over, personally, privately, I watched the footage of the lawsuit, the last hearing with his mom, and I was really pleasantly surprised to see my man Judge David Wolf presiding over that case. Judge David Wolf. I love Judge Wolf. Ooh, Judge Wolf. He handled the Joe Ray Daniels case and served up some hot plates of justice. And he was really fair and he was really cool. And I like Judge Wolf. And I actually supported Ryan Upchurch in that lawsuit. I mean, I don't think it's right. I really felt bad for him. I'm going to be honest. I haven't really talked about this. Excuse me. I haven't really talked about that, like I said, because it just did not really, it didn't pertain to the true crime community at all. So, I just looked at it like it's a personal thing and I'm not a fan of his and I'm just not going to use that for content. And I felt bad for him, and I felt that he was justified in what he did. I mean, who better to trust with your finances than your own family? This is a guy who got famous and rich very quickly. Now I don't know the guy. I don't know how well he knows how to manage money or whatnot, but I feel like, who better to trust than your own family with your money, and his own family took advantage of him. And I felt really bad for him for that. I honestly did. I still feel bad for him about that. But that is irrelevant to what he did a year ago, almost a year ago to date. Now, it's not cool that his mom took advantage of him the way that she did. That's not cool at all. It's not okay. I can only imagine how betrayed he must have felt over that. But then I get to thinking, did he care how he made Kiely Rodni's family and loved ones feel? Did he care how he made Ikkenmel feel when he spread false rumors about him, or Zanime when he Zanime X when he spread false rumors about her with his very large platform? Did he care about this kid Jagger and how his lies and his rumor spreading was affecting him? And I don't think he did at all. And I even had him on this channel and asked him to apologize, gave him an opportunity to apologize. And he acted like a child. He acted like a complete and utter child. And BC, thank you so much. He said she didn't exist among countless other disgusting lies and accusation. He deserves to be sued. I applaud the Rodni family for attempting to set precedent that this will not be tolerated. I absolutely agree. Y'all, let's give Kiely Rodni's family a round of applause in the chat, please. I absolutely agree. Now, I don't hate the guy, but I tried to say, man, you keep doing what you're doing and the chickens is going to come home to roost, homie. It's just going to happen. You can't just go around spreading lies about people without getting any consequences for it. And this is a girl who tragically died of an accident way too soon in her life. And listen, Down the Rabbit Hole News is in the chat right now, man. I need y'all to give her a big shout out. Let's give her a big round of applause, because I would not have even gotten this news as quickly as I did without her, and I would not have these court documents without her. So Another round of applause for her, for Down the Rabbit Hole News. Thank you, Down the Rabbit Hole News. Make sure to subscribe to her, please. Her channel is absolutely fantastic. She does great work. So now, and I asked her, I was like, "Are you going live tonight?" And because I mean, she got a hold of the stuff, man. Like she's quick. And I asked her, "Are you going to go live tonight?" She said no, and I was like, "You care if I do?" I mean, because I was going to at some point, but you know, I didn't want to like be like, "Get out of my way, rabbit." You know, that's not cool at all. So she gave me the blessing to go ahead and do this first. So big shout out to Down the Rabbit Hole News for just having that really, really incredible sense of community and being cool, man. She's amazing. So now, as far as, I mean, I tried to say, you know, it was just every time that someone would try to warn him, but he has an entire community himself, a very large one that he refers to as the Creek Squad, who I like to refer to as the Cuck Squad. And they're just a bunch of enablers. They're just a bunch of enablers. None of them were like, I mean, there was a couple of people who started YouTube channels and said, "Man, I love you, Ryan Upchurch. Your music changed my life." And they begged him, just stop doing this. You know, like some of them had kids that they lost, and he was just, you know, they were begging him to just be empathetic towards the people who lost someone. And Kiely Rodni, she met her demise via an accident, just a tragic car accident. She was intoxicated. She was at a party. She was celebrating an early graduation because she skipped the grade, I think at least one grade. She had an incredible future ahead of her. Just a bright little star, this young girl. And rightfully so, should she be out there partying and celebrating with her friends. If anybody should be celebrating, it's somebody who has accomplished the things academically that she accomplished. She had an amazing future ahead of her. And to spread all these lies about her and her loved ones and her friends, and the YouTubers who were engaging with empathy in the way that they covered this case was just despicable. And that's gonna catch up to you, man. And he was warned about this, and he just didn't seem to care. He just didn't care. And the thing is I mean, the evidence is there, you know. It's really funny because all of the videos in question are still up on his channel. I mean, he is that brazen that he leaves those things up there that, you know, just he doesn't care. I mean, I took the liberty of downloading them all prior to going live, which is why I was a little bit late. But it's just sad, man. And a big shout out as well to Gray Hughes Investigates, because Gray Hughes Investigates was the one creator who took the footage and he overlapped the daytime footage because it's from I guess a hunting camera. I'm not sure exactly what that was, but it's something that just stands there still all the time. It never moves. And so because it never moves, he could take the daytime footage and overlap it over the nighttime footage to where you could actually see Kiely's car going into the water. And it's just very sad to see, but there was clearly no foul play involved. All of these crazy rumors going around. You had this Jared Lysick and his pedo with purpose. That's what I like to call him. And Trish Green Eyes, you read my mind. Look at how quick you are. I think they should sue them too, because Adventures with Purpose absolutely spun the narrative that Jagger was involved. They didn't outright say it, but everybody was like, well, I like Jared, but I don't like Doug. But Doug was the one on camera saying all these things. Doug was the one interviewing the guy that was completely full of shit at a fucking Best Buy parking lot. And all of these people collectively and not coincidentally ended up on Zav Girl's panel promoting this stuff. And Zav Girl just for months and months, that's how Zav Girl built her channel, was by spinning lies about what happened to Kiely Rodni and implicating all of her friends, and many of which were minors. So I really hope to see I'm really hoping to see Zav Girl be held accountable, not only for the release of the Gannon Stauch autopsy photos, but on top of that, she needs to be accountable as well for what happened for what happened with the Kiely Rodni case and all of those lies that were spread. But that's a different story. I'm not sure if I ever heard Zav Girl defame or slander Kiely Rodni necessarily, but I definitely heard her defame and slander and enable the defamation and slander of her friends on her channel. She absolutely enabled this. She had these panels, and she had Adventures with Purpose up there spinning lies. She had Ryan Upchurch up there spinning lies, and she gave them that platform to do so. Didn't in any way try to correct them. What she did was the opposite. She ran with it. Lisa, thank you again. It's a fire camera. We have them everywhere here in California. Thank you. That's what I was trying to remember. Thank you so much. What's up, Xana May X? I figured you'd show up for this. So oh, really? Is that the origin story of the Burden of Proof and Cherry love story? Is that what happened? And y'all need to subscribe to Burden of Proof as well. Burden of Proof is an excellent true crime channel. Why she doesn't have so many more subscribers is beyond me. She's extremely efficient. She's extremely articulate. She's extremely fact-driven. And she's just great. So you all need to subscribe to her. So I'm going to go ahead and go over this this little lawsuit here. Now, it says here, the United States District Court for the Middle District of Tennessee, Nashville Division. So they're suing him in his hometown. David Robinson and Daniel Rodni are the plaintiffs versus Ryan Upchurch. This diversity action arises from the defamatory and tortuous. Now, I apologize real quick, guys. Let me give a little disclaimer. I cannot see the chat as I'm reading this. Okay. I cannot see the chat as I'm reading this, so I apologize if I miss any important comments or anything like that. This diversity action arises from the defamatory and torturous conduct of defendant Ryan Upchurch, as explained below. Ryan Upchurch is a media personality, musician, and prolific YouTuber who has approximately 3,110,000 subscribers on YouTube as the date of this filing. Upchurch began posting about the disappearance of Kiely Rodni, the grandfather of plaintiff David Robertson and the daughter of plaintiff Daniel Rodni, after Kiely's disappearance in August 2022, became a viral international news story. There is an entire industry of true crime would-be sleuths posting all kinds of information on the internet. Upchurch had not previously participated in so-called true crime YouTube, but began to do so as the Kiely Rodni case became news. That's actually not completely accurate. He decided to dip his feet into the Summer Wells case when it was somewhat fresh. And that's when I began to talk about him. And that was kind of funny because I lost a bunch of subs over it because there were so many that were like, how dare you talk about the great Ryan Upchurch? He's a saint. You don't know how much good stuff he does for people. He's so kind. He does so much good for people. How dare you? And then he turned out to end up doing this shit. And then everybody was just kind of like, well, shit. Well, shit. So it goes on to say, the Kiely Rodni disappeared after a party near Tahoe National Forest on August 6, 2022. In the weeks following her disappearance, numerous online posters began wildly speculating as to what really happened, quote unquote, to Kiely Rodni. As it would ultimately turn out, Kiely died of drowning when her vehicle crashed into the Prosser Reservoir and became submerged below 14 feet of water. No foul play was suspected. Ryan Upchurch was a prominent figure in this wild speculation. After Kiely Rodni's body had been found and after authorities had publicly stated that an autopsy had confirmed her identity, Upchurch uploaded several videos making outlandish claims, including that Kiely Rodni, Daniel Rodni, and David Robertson were, quote unquote, not real, and that the entire tragic episode was a scam, quote unquote, by Kiely's family to raise money on a GoFundMe website. Upchurch also published images of David Robertson and further published Daniel Rodni's former home address to his 3 million subscribers. Mr. Upchurch has a loyal following of viewers who refer to themselves as the Cuck Squad. Upchurch, it says Creek Squad, but I like to correct it. Upchurch directed the Cuck Squad to search for Kiely Rodni's vehicle and posted Google Earth images of Daniel Rodni's former home, falsely stating that he had found Kiely's car there. While generating hundreds and thousands of views on his videos relating to Kiely Rodni's disappearance, Upchurch promoted his own music, often uploading new music content between videos on the Kiely Rodni case. Daniel Rodni essentially went into hiding and made substantial investments in home security, surveillance, cameras, etc. Several Creek Squad members, Cuck Squad, made outlandish videos of their own. One self-admitted Cuck Squad member named Julio made several videos under the moniker An All-American Cartel LLC. Julio posted videos of the Lost Trail Lodge, a vacation resort operated by David Robertson. In one of these videos, Julio speculated that the Rodni/Robertson family was performing child sacrifices at the lodge as part of a religious cult. Several Creek Squad members flooded the lodge's internet profiles with negative online reviews. The negative attention directed to David Robertson and his lodge caused him to suffer financial losses. David Robertson and Daniel Rodni have each experienced extreme emotional distress attributable to Upchurch's postings, compounding their already profound grief at the tragic loss of their granddaughter and daughter. This lawsuit seeks to hold Upchurch accountable for his torturous actions and intentional misconduct as outlined below. And I assure you, I covered this extensively while it was happening, and it was deliberate. It was absolutely deliberate and intentional, as stated here. David Robertson is a citizen and resident of California. Daniel Rodni is a citizen and resident of California. Ryan Upchurch is a citizen of Tennessee and resides in the Middle District of Tennessee. Jurisdiction and venue. This court has jurisdiction over the action pursuant to, I never read these things because I don't understand them, but it's just whatever the law pertains here, civil law pertains here, because the amount in controversy exceeds $75,000, exclusive of interest and costs, and because there is complete diversity of citizenship between the plaintiff and the defendants. Venue is proper in this jurisdiction pursuant to this law because a substantial part of the events or omissions giving rise to the claim occurred in the district and because defendant resides in the district. Suit is timely filed pursuant to a tolling agreement agreed to by all parties on February 13th, 2023. So this has been in the works, y'all. This has been in the works. Kiely Rodni disappears on August 6th, 2022. Plaintiffs incorporate all above paragraphs. Kiely Rodni disappeared on August 6th, 2022. Her disappearance became international news. On August 7th, a family of Kiely's mother, Lindsay Neiman, created a family of Kylie's mother, Lindsay Neiman, created a GoFundMe page titled "Support for the Family of Kiely Rodni." Plaintiffs David Robertson and Daniel Rodni are members of the family of Kiely Rodni. It says here, Upchurch posts his first video about Kiely Rodni on August 13th, 2022, and soon accuses fellow YouTubers of involvement in Kylie's death. This is where Zanime comes in and Ikadmel. Ryan Upchurch began posting about Kiely Rodni on YouTube on August 13th, 2022. At this time, the whereabouts of Kiely Rodni were unknown. In these videos, Upchurch offered outlandish theories of the truth of what happened to Kiely Rodni. Upchurch initially theorized that a person named Ronnie, who was a caller to a YouTube show hosted by YouTuber Ikadmel, was a red herring and a made-up character. In a comment reply to this video, Red Flag Ronnie #2, a YouTube user posted, "Dude, be careful. You gonna get sued for slander for real." His own people tried to tell him, y'all, be careful. You're going to get sued for slander for real. Upchurch replied to this user, they can slander these they can slander these nuts. LOL. Yeah, they can slander these nuts. Wow, dude. I mean, and there's a screenshot of it right there. Terry Q 1016. And Ryan Upchurch pinned it. He fucking pinned it. Dude, be careful. You're going to get sued for slander for real. They can slander these nuts. Wow. In a video posted on August 20th, 2022, Upchurch falsely claimed that various other YouTube true crime would-be sleuths, titled Red Flag Ronnie. I mean, they're all here. Do these links even? Oh, these links fucking work too, man. Look at this. Boom.
What is up, true crime?
Oh shit. Hold on. I lost it. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna pull it right back up. All right, let me get back to it. All right. So
my brain hurts. But you're about to see some shit that no one has seen yet, because this shit just happened last night. And it's very suspect. And it's very weird. And don't think you've already seen this. You haven't. I'm the only one who has this. So as some of y'all know, I've been following the Kiely Rodni case really fucking close. And yesterday I made a video called Red Flag Ronnie that is blowing the fuck up. It's got 160 26,000 views, and it's been out for 13 hours. Since that video came out 13 hours ago, I've been on panels. I had Fox call me yesterday. So it's bringing a lot of attention. And with the attention, you have the people who are, you know, possibly involved with this also watching. And I even mentioned that the other day. So last night I went live on YouTube and I started talking about the Ronnie guy. And I started to get into why I think this Ronnie guy is a red herring or a fucking made up character. Well, then my YouTube froze and I was like, fuck it. I went over to Twitch. Thank God I went over to Twitch, because Twitch makes certain notes when someone is watching your stuff about that person who's watching your stuff. And when I say notes, it tells like how long they've been following you, how many times they've commented on your stuff, how many times they commented on a bunch of stuff. So I went from YouTube to Twitch. I told everybody, hey, I'm going over here to talk about the same thing. We're going to get into this Ronnie guy. Well, long story short on this part, this name comes in the chat. And everyone that was in Twitch last night seen it. This guy come in chat named Sweaty Pies in pink letters. As we're sitting there talking about stuff, he's like, you got to call me. Call me. Message me. Call me. And I was like, what the fuck? One of the comments was, I'm a local. Call me. Like a local to Truckee. So I tell the dude in chat, I'm like, send me your Instagram, bro. So he ended up sending his Instagram to my moderator, Omnius and Trevor. They texted me the Instagram. So I looked the dude's Instagram up and I click message. He already messaged me earlier that day about a story about Red Flag Ronnie. Okay, so the other day when we were talking about Red Flag Ronnie, I thought to myself, he might be a red herring, a false, oh, look over here. So I said false information about Red Flag Ronnie. And the reason I did that is because if Red Flag Ronnie is some bullshit made up thing, because if someone did create Red Flag Ronnie, and if you're trying to say, hey, Red Flag Ronnie isn't real, then they don't have their shield anymore. So they'll be like, oh no, yes, he is. And then there'll be some out of place person talking about Red Flag Ronnie. So look at this message this mystery guy sent to me.
Bro, I have your Instagram. He didn't delete it.
He's trying to tell me, no, his Instagram's not deleted.
Yeah, this poor guy was a
I have it. I know, I have it. He's also following.
This poor guy was a fan. Like, he was a fan.
Red
of his.
Flag Ronnie, by the way. At this point, I was like, I looked at Trevor and I was like, why? What the fuck? Who is this?
Yeah, Vic. I mean, I heard him say that he recreationally
fuck, I bet
dabbled with Adderall.
I'm gonna go grab me a Yoo-hoo and shit, bro, and fucking log off this shit. I'll be back up here in like 3 minutes. I need something to drink, and I'll call you or whatever. Just tell me a number, I guess.
All right, bro, for sure. Go do your thing. I'll send you my number. Just, you know, we can talk about it or whatever. I wasn't at the party, but this Ronnie guy, he don't add up, bro.
Now, obviously, I can't show the phone number. The police might need it to help find this little girl, so I'm not putting that on here. But I'm still going to show you everything. I just can't show you the phone number. So yesterday, Red Flag Ronnie's Facebook got deleted. It's gone. Before it got deleted, my buddy screenshotted the page. This was Red Flag Ronnie's profile picture. I was like, oh shit, a tag plate. So I had my team member Blu-ray run the tag plate. Look what happens when you look up this tag plate.
All right. So for those of you that are saying that this lawsuit is not real,
run a tag to a car and it goes to.
For those of you in chat saying that this lawsuit is not real, apparently it has been confirmed. And apparently SF Investigate has even looked into it and is confirming that it's real. So
nobody, and it's been sold like 200.
I mean, two credible people to me have already confirmed that this is real. So I trust their credibility.
100 times from like 200 dealerships. All right, so now let's go back to mystery guy who's like, hey, call me. So then I told my buddy, I was like, hey, run this dude's phone number and see what name's attached to it and the address. So he did. So you remember the other day how I said, listen, this Ronnie dude does not sound like he has kids. Does not sound like an adult, really. He don't sound like a 30-year-old. And if you ask me, he don't sound black. He sounds white. Remember that, because it's really significant in a minute. So the number he gave me, my buddy ran the number. I got the name back. Under one website, the names on that phone are Olga and Danielle. On a different website, the names on the phone are Kansara Sang. Okay? Now think about this. I have a mystery guy who just started following my Twitch tonight, messaging me, trying to convince me Ronnie is real. His phone is in 3 females' names. I got the address back. The address was in Sacramento. Isn't that the area on Fox where the
Now I want to say real quick, because I don't want to trash talk his fans as a whole. I had my run-ins with a couple of people who are just plain fucking idiots, if I'm being honest. But overall, you know, I also saw some good people who were really heartbroken by this guy and his behavior. Really heartbroken. You know, when you really love someone's music, like really love it, man, this kind of behavior is just it's heartbreaking. It's just really sad for them. So I'm not a fan of his music. It's just not my thing. I think he's extremely talented. I don't think that there's any doubt about that, but it's just not my thing. But I do respect. I know what it's like to really love someone's music, you know, and be young and just really invest your whole soul into that stuff. And you know, a true artist knows how to create something that people can just relate to, and sometimes that music's all you got. So when you do things like what he did, you know, and you have a good soul and you know right from wrong, it's a real letdown. And to me, his behavior in this entire thing turned out to be an expression of somebody who just doesn't really care about his fans. You know, and I've seen him do things where there is a lot of expression to say that he does care about his fans, but when many of your fans are expressing to you that they're heartbroken over what's going on here and what he's doing, you should listen to them, you know.
where the map says last seen 1 a.m. So the address linked to the mystery guy's phone who wants to talk to me. When you look up the address and you go to Street View, this is what you see. Scroll into it. Click Street View. Right in front of his house. See this dude sitting outside. I took a picture because of the shoes. I was like, damn, that's kind of crazy. That guy's wearing pretty much the same shoe as the Ronnie guy, because the Ronnie guy got pressed the other day and he was like, I'm going live, everyone. And his ass went live and he's like holding the phone like this, like away from, you don't see his arm, you don't see anything. For a split second, you see his foot and his leg. And I was like, I'm taking a screenshot. And I did.
This is absolute,
it's matching to the dude sitting outside.
This is absolute madness. And for those of you that are new here, just know that if you just scroll back in my content, I went over all of this stuff as it was happening. There's plenty. Every time this guy put out a video, I went over it. I went over this video. I went over every single video this guy put out in regards to the Kiely Rodni case. This guy is insane.
of the address that's linked to the phone that random guy called me from saying, hey, bro, Ronnie's real. So then on my side, I'm like, what the fuck? How is this even possible? And on this side, he's like, hey, bro, Ronnie's real. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I ain't going to even type no words. I'm going to send him a video of this dude sitting out front of this house and see what he does. He said, what the fuck? So then I sent him a picture of Ronnie's foot.
I'm retarded?
So he's been saying, you know, I'm not really in the... So in this call that I got with him that'll come out later, once, you know, I know the police don't need it. In the video, he's like, you know, I really don't know much about this case. I'm just like following it because you're doing it, you know? I was like, okay. So I sent him a picture of Ronnie's foot.
Wow, dude.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No offense, but you are a stupid asshole.
To see if he'd freak out even more. Because, you know, he's not following the case. You feel me? He's not going to see a foot that's in this tiny scene in like a split second that I seen. No way.
Dude's killing me, dude. This dude is fucking killing me, bro. I mean, none of this shit.
Trace the signal.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the question, whether or not he was serious or not, but it doesn't matter. He still hurt people, you know?
Well, he can't outsmart me because I'm a moron.
They're whose shoes? Ronnie's shoes? How do you know it's
You
Ronnie's
big
shoes?
dummy.
Did you create Ronnie? You did. And at this very moment is the part where I had to tell him, yeah, I got this address from the phone number you gave me, dummy. How'd you know that was Ronnie's shoe? Oh, that was when he was going to try to help the police with the case. I mean, he's suspect. He is so suspect. Which one is it?
You need to shut the fuck up.
I mean, look at this, dude. This is fucking... This is so ridiculous.
I didn't even get the chance to tell him, no, it's a fake Ronnie. It must be a fake Ronnie, not a real Ronnie. You're fucking stupid, man. The phone number you gave me pings to the picture I sent you.
What?
You understand what I'm saying? You just said those are Ronnie's shoes. Ronnie's shoes are at your house? How are Ronnie's shoes at your house? Dog, the picture that I just sent you pings in Sacramento. The picture that I sent you is the Google Earth street image of the house connected to your phone. You just said those are Ronnie's shoes. It's the address connected to your phone, dog.
Where do you get these fucking idiots?
The phone number you told me to call? Yeah, that address is connected to your phone.
Bro, I live in Placer County. I don't live in Sacramento. I live in Roseville, and I live in a 2-story house.
Oops.
The driveway doesn't even match my driveway.
My man's like,
are you sure you got the right number?
You sure that's my address? I don't know. Is it your fucking address? You should know your address. Is it the number? Yeah, it's the number you gave me. That address is connected to your number. So Blu-ray went to the Ronnie pictures that were on the Ronnie page that's deleted to face scan the pictures for the internet. Guess what? No matches found. What do you fucking know? Then he tells me, oh, I'm confused. You're telling me about some guy's random shoes. No, I posted a picture of a shoe and you went, those are Ronnie's shoes. I mean, that's what happened.
I just checked my phone number, and my phone number matches my address. I don't know. Are you sure? Because I even checked in the Placer County phone book.
Yes, I typed your number in and it doesn't come up. It comes up all the other names that I gave the cops. And you checked what? The phone book? Oh, okay. Is there an owl on a branch out there licking the goddamn a Tootsie Pop to see how many fucking licks till the end? Shut the fuck up.
Ryan, are you trying to switch some shit up on me or what? Because I thought you were on. I'm so confused. I thought me and you are on each other's sides. Why would I be going against you? I'm trying to find out just as much as you are on this case.
This poor guy.
And I'm trying to help
he's a fan.
you out and try to get myself information about this case because something seems odd, bro. But yeah, send it to me. Let me see, because this is shocker to me. Why the hell? I don't even have black neighbors. All my neighbors are white. And I only have 4 neighbors.
Remember how I said Ronnie sounded like a white dude that didn't have kids?
Bro, I don't know what you're talking about. I just checked, and my phone pinged in Roseville. That's in Placer County. Homie, you trying to set me up. I know you is, Upchurch. Don't, bro. Come on now. I'm a loyal fan. I don't fuck with people. That ain't who I am. By the way, this is what I look like. That you don't think I'm some Ronnie dude sitting behind the phone, you know?
Wow. So let's get back to the okay, so including the YouTube personalities Anime and Ikadmel were responsible for or somehow involved in the death of Kiely Rodni. In the video titled Exactly What I Think Happened to Kiely Rodni, Upchurch suggested that Zanime X and Ikadmel were responsible for the disappearance of Kiely Rodni, stating, if you look at the timeline of Kiely being there, Ronnie's seeing and her Zanime X having a video of the party isn't possible, dude. That they took her, which is why no kids seen this. And if that's what happened, what would explain why Ishmael is acting crazy and being like, look, everyone, Ronnie's real. The same day, August 20th, 2022, Upchurch loaded a different video, this time wildly speculated that Ikadmel was a sex trafficking code word. This is fun.
All right, so check this out. You know how these fucking weirdos out here who like do stuff to kids and shit have like code words? Okay, well, the dude who's like, hey, Ryan, I don't know anything about this missing kid. Okay, look at his name. Look how it's spelled. All right, his YouTube name is spelled ICKED.
This shit is my favorite.
MEL. Ikadmel. If you unscramble it, it says that's only using the letters that are there. And it also says licked me. Why is his name unscrambled? Say, sell me kid, licked me. Kid. If you sound it out, it says sell me kid. Why? Why does it say licked me? If you look for children in your page dedicated to looking for children and covering missing children, why? This is fucking weird. Man. Explain this, motherfucker.
I'll explain it.
And his name is John C.
Oh my God, dude. All right, let's get back down to. So it goes on to say that Kiely Rodni's body is discovered on August 21st, 2022. Kiely Rodni's body was discovered on August 21st, 2022. That day, authorities publicly confirmed that the body was more than likely Kiely Rodni and that an autopsy had been ordered to confirm the identity. Authorities confirmed the identity of Kiely Rodni on August 23rd, 2022. The Placer County, California Sheriff's Office posted the following statement to the sheriff's public Facebook page on August 23rd, 2022. Today, an autopsy was conducted on the deceased individual who was found in the Prosser Reservoir on Sunday, August 21st. The Nevada County Sheriff Coroner has identified the descent as 16-year-old Kiely Rodni of Truckee. The Placer County Sheriff's Office and the Nevada County Sheriff's Office are in communication with Kiely's family and offer our deepest condolences to them during this extremely difficult time. This is an ongoing investigation, and no other information is available at this time. And there's articles posted. The Facebook photo of her identity confirmed is right here. The Placer County's office attached this below image on this Facebook post. The image reads, "Identity of Kiely Rodni confirmed." 1 second, guys, because I'm getting I'm getting messages as this goes on. Okay, yeah. Oh, y'all, this is real. So y'all are saying that this isn't real. You people don't know how to look up cases. So I'm just telling you, it's real. And I'll share that after I'm done reading this. The Placer County Sheriff's Office publicly stated the Sheriff's Office was in communication with Kiely's family and offer our deepest condolences to them during this extremely difficult time. On August 22nd, 2022, Kiely Rodni's family released a public statement, which is widely reported. In the statement, the family asked for privacy to grieve. I want to say that one more time. In the statement, the family asked for privacy to grieve. Kindly excuse us as we retreat and dance privately to life's song while we celebrate our daughter's spirit and heal our souls. Now, this is not an uncommon thing for people to do. And they got a lot of scrutiny for this, people. Before I continue reading, I want to elaborate on that. They got a lot of scrutiny and criticism for that statement. And this is not an uncommon thing to do. It's a very common thing for people to choose to celebrate the life of someone rather than mourn their death. The way they choose to grieve and mourn their death is to celebrate who they were while they were here. That is not an uncommon thing to do, and it is not subject to criticism. And it does not make them seem suspicious in any way. It's very, very crazy and shitty, frankly, to imply that because they choose to celebrate their loved one's life, that they should be criticized for that. So I just wanted to make that clear before I move on and continue reading this. The full statement goes as such. We are eternally grateful for the love and support you have shown us in the last couple of weeks. We have weathered a storm of unfathomable force, and it is purely thanks to the army of warriors, matriarchs, healers, and helpers holding us up that we continue to stand today. Mr. Rogers famously told a story of looking for the helpers whenever he saw scary things in the news. We have not had to look for the helpers, as you have all come to our rescue in full force. We are forever indebted to you. While we accept this sadness cast under death's shadow, the rising sun shines light upon us, reminding us not to mourn our loss, but to celebrate Kiely's spirit and the gift that we all received in knowing her. Kiely will surely remain with us, even though we will not get her back. There are certain occasions when words fail. Perhaps this is why our human nature has given us art, dance, and music. which all are often more effective ways to connect us to each other and our rawest emotions. Kindly excuse us as we retreat and dance privately to life songs while we celebrate our daughter's spirit and heal our souls. In gratitude, the Rodney Neiman family. On August 22nd, the day after Kiely Rodni's body was found, Upchurch posted a video in which he appeared to express his condolences to Kiely's mom and Kiely's family and Kiely's friends. That is, upon information and belief, Upchurch was aware on August 22nd, 2022, that the authorities had stated that they had recovered a body that was more than likely Kiely Rodni. In the same video, Upchurch appeared to criticize other YouTubers for capitalizing on the Kiely Rodni case to promote themselves. 2 days later, Upchurch uploaded a video promoting his own music, which I'm not going to go over. After Kiely Rodni's body is found and her identity is confirmed, Upchurch publicly claims Kiely Rodni is a quote-unquote bullshit person. Her family is quote-unquote not real. And her death is a quote-unquote scam to raise money for, to raise money on GoFundMe. Fucking disgusting. On August 29th, 2022, after Kiely Rodni's body had been found, and after authorities had confirmed Kiely's identity, and after Kiely's family had released a public statement, Upchurch uploaded a video titled "Zero Proof of Kiely Rodni's Situation Being Real." In this video, Upchurch stated, "Everyone telling me I should be ashamed of myself. How dare you? That, oh, this is faked. Show me that it's real. Show me proof of Kiely Rodni." He did that on my channel as well, by the way, people. Also in this video, Upchurch suggested that Kiely Rodni case was a scam to raise money through GoFundMe. Do you realize that you could be a millionaire on GoFundMe by catfishing people with internet deaths? You can do it fast as fuck. Look at the Kiely Rodni GoFundMe. It made $63,000 in the past 7 days. That's one GoFundMe for Kiely Rodni. If you have 5 GoFundMes for each individual person that you catfish, fake a death with, all you need is 3 people. 3 people, 3 viral stories. You're a millionaire in 2 weeks. Now, that might raise red flags. There might be discrepancies in you getting your money, but you see how I just said that and explained that. That will be taken and interpreted by people who are in on the scheme, that are getting the cut of the money. I mean, wouldn't they defend?
Man, I'm glad that I'm me, you know? Look at all these illiterate, stupid motherfuckers all over the internet with their true crime channel. You hear that? Their true crime channel. You couldn't investigate the gate of an investor's house. You are like those dumbass puppies, you know? The ones that run around with their tongue hanging out of their mouth cross-eyed. You know, the puppy's cute, but it's still fucking stupid, you know? The government is watching this right now, and they're probably scared. Not scared of anything bad. They're probably scared on how unintelligent society is. I mean, look at y'all. And y'all's conspiracy theories and all this shit. And you can tell that a lot of these true crime YouTubers, they've never thought for themselves in their entire life. The Glairer. That dude's never completed anything. I mean, look at him. He's in his basement wishing he was a Hardy Boy. Tony Dodge. Dude's fucking clueless. He's never been in a fight.
Now, let me be clear about something, y'all. At no point have I ever tried to sleuth a case. At no point did I ever try to solve anything. I criticize those who think that they know more than they do, such as dipshit here.
He's never been in no drama. He's probably never been arrested. Nothing. He's vanilla. Send him a Shogun. Hell, I'm not even going to say nothing about that dude. It is what it is. Let's let him live in his own little world. He loves Britney Spears and playing with action figures. Let's let him just keep thinking the world's all gumdrops and cotton candy. I'm cool with that. We're now living in a society where it is okay to be stupid. I don't think it's ever okay to be stupid because stupid things might happen.
Just
and
said
to
that out
fix those
loud.
stupid situations,
He just
it
said
needs
that out
people who,
loud.
you know, aren't stupid. Now, the people out there that don't like me and get irritated by me and stuff, I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably thinking, well, why the fuck do you think you're so smart? It's actually the problem. I don't think I'm smart at all, but I'm starting to feel smart. And a lot of older men and women have commented on my channel. And listen, when an older person's talking, you just listen. And I've had hundreds of older folks that's older than me be like, it's the common sense thing. Common sense. Now people who have common sense are now looking hella smart because the world is having less common sense every fucking year. While people that are in their 40s and 50s are commenting on my stuff being like, hey, church, just don't even worry about it. They'll never understand, dude. Like, it's a common sense thing. I'm over here fucking, yeah, trying to argue with them. Wham. I shut my mouth for 2 seconds and I learned something from them.
Common sense.
They're right. If anything, they reminded me. What am I arguing with these other people for? The people I'm arguing with aren't smart enough to understand what's in front of their face. Literally in front of their face. Yeah, the actual definition of literally. Not using it every other sentence. Another comical thing is thinking you got me. Got me? What do you mean you got me? You're not bothering me.
They got you now.
If you were bothering me, do you think I would go in depth for 2 weeks and make all these videos of different angles of scenarios of what possibly could have happened? Yeah, that's to figure out what happened. And look, I know why. And look, those of you that are mad that have true crime channels, I'd be mad too if I've been having a true crime channel for 5 years straight every day of my life. And a damn musician just walks in, smoking a joint, drinking chocolate milk, and does more work than y'all in 2 weeks than you've done the entire time you've had your channel. It probably makes you not even want to do it anymore. And if I was y'all, I would quit doing true crime. I mean, how embarrassing. Your job is you get paid to not solve murders. Damn. I mean, there's people that go to school to be private investigators who do all this stuff to build these skills in their head to be private investigators. And they get paid less than some fucking asshole YouTuber who sits on here and just points everyone in the wrong direction. That's fucked. And listen, don't even say, oh, well, you know, we're just reacting. No. Reactors react to movies and reactors react to songs. Do you see the chain of money going down the line? That is a service. A reactor who reacts to a song is making money off YouTube. And he's also promoting the artist he's talking about to make them make money. You see how that helps people? Helps put money in pockets that's supposed to be in pockets? Yeah, true crime people who don't know shit, they just yell a bunch of stuff and conspiracies and point at other people and go, look, they're on drugs. They don't know nothing. Your job is to be dumb for a living. Let's just call it what it is. Then you got the ones who actually do care and are actually trying to figure out something. Those are the ones you need to follow. That is Plunder. You can figure out shit by watching her stuff because she only puts facts.
Now this is really interesting because the creators that he names are like the worst at fucking like irresponsible speculation, just awful.
Actual stuff on there. Zav Girl, I sit here and watched her the other night for a freaking hour in the same little spot on Google Earth, doing everything she could to find where this car was parked.
It was an accident.
See, she's open to suggestions. She doesn't close anything off unnecessarily. Me and Zav Girl obviously disagree on who drove the car. It's fine that we disagree, but us both being open-minded and able to communicate and talk about the situation to come to a conclusion, that's what solves stuff. Do you see me going, Zav, she's freaking wrong. No. Do you see her going, well, I mean, fucking, he must be on drugs. No, because she knows if you want to find the truth about something, you have to look at it at different aspects. You can't be biased to the situation. Another person that I like watching lately is Behind the Wall. She sometimes says, I don't really agree with Upchurch.
He's referring to Cher, Voices Behind My Balls, another fucking moron.
But I'm gonna keep that an open mind and see what this leads to.
GoFundMe thing, I think was weird at first. I think it got first down a little bit better, but I'm still not sure. But I think it's because we had it, after we put it on in the video. I'm just gonna say that technically it wasn't a reward fund.
These are the people I want to watch because I can find out more stuff that I maybe wouldn't have thought about watching these people.
Man,
I can't learn nothing from the ones in the beginning that I talked about. What are they gonna ever do? You think what are they gonna go down for? Oh man, that glarer, that fucking Hiroshima Ninja, or whatever the fuck his name is. You're gonna have this channel the whole time and never figure out anything. Do you want like a round of applause at the end? What do you want? You're not doing nothing. Anyway, moving on with the video. There's two things I want to say. One, even criminals report crimes. And also, sometimes when you question something and there is no answer, the answer is there's no answer. Sometimes the victim looks so much like a victim and everyone is claiming that this is a victim that the people looking for who hurt the victim are going on a wild goose chase without looking at the victim. So with that being said, everyone telling me I should be ashamed of myself. How dare you say that, oh, this is faked? Show me that it's real. Show me proof of Kiely Rodni. Show me proof of Sammy Smith. Show me proof of Mag. Show me proof of those people. Show me proof of Ronnie. Why don't you try chasing down who Zanime is?
This is the most important stuff here.
You can't tell me who any of those people are. Show me proof of Sammy Smith. Show me proof of Kiely Rodni. Show me proof of Sammy Smith. Show me proof of Mag. Show me proof of those people. Show me proof of Ronnie. Why don't you try chasing down who Zanime is or Ikmel? You can't tell me who any of those people are. You're not going to find shit. Now, look, I do see the dumb people comments. I don't really comment back to them that much because they're dumb people. I see the comment where people's like, oh, what are you, Alex Jones? I don't know what that means. What does that mean? If you're asking me if I'm another person, the answer is no. I'm Ryan Upchurch. If you're asking me, is this a war on information? I'm going to say yes. Because misleading information is what is letting these people get away. Don't you see that? I mean, if you want to sit in the comments and make Alex Jones jokes, I mean, go for it. You're welcome to do what you want in the comments. But here we're talking about facts. And the fact of the matter is, GoFundMe is a fucked up business to individuals who use it like fucked up people. Of course, GoFundMe is used for good reasons. You know. Somebody in the neighborhood, their house burns down and they can't afford it and they need a little bit of help getting back on their feet. Whatever, that's fine. But do you realize that you can be a millionaire on GoFundMe by catfishing people with internet deaths? You could do it fast as fuck. Look at the Kiely Rodni GoFundMe. It's made $63,000 in the past 7 days. That's one GoFundMe for Kiely Rodni. If you have 5 GoFundMes for each individual person that you catfish fake a death with, all you need is 3 people. 3 people, 3 viral stories. You're a millionaire in 2 weeks. Now, that might raise red flags and there might be discrepancies in you getting your money. But you see how I just said that and explained that? That will be taken and interpreted by people who are in on the scheme that are getting a cut of the money. I mean, why wouldn't they defend it? It's free money. It's free money. It gets the heat off of you because everybody's looking for a bullshit person that you made up. Because why? Because you pushed a car in the lake? Okay. Well, you didn't commit a real crime. So to the person that's doing it, it's an internet crime. It'll be okay. And more than likely, they'll be getting away if everyone's led in the wrong direction. So in their mind, they're just finna get a bunch of free money in 60 days. You see, and this is the part where people are like, how dare you accuse AWP of doing something like that? Did those words come out of my mouth? They did.
Now, have you noticed, folks, people, beautiful folks in chat, have you all noticed that AWP hasn't been mentioned once in this lawsuit? Not yet. So far. I mean, I'm not even done with it yet. But They haven't even been mentioned. At no point were they even credited for finding Kiely Rodni, even though they did. They're not credited for it. And I venture to guess that the reason why is because they also thanked publicly on Zav Girl's panel, thanked him publicly for everything that he was saying on the Kiely Rodni case and spreading awareness. So yeah, I would venture to guess that this family does not appreciate Adventures with Purpose, and rightfully so, in my opinion, because yeah, they did it, but they did it for sensationalism. Because while in the process of finding Kiely Rodni's body, they also victimized her friends and loved ones by spreading false rumors, by perpetuating false rumors. So you don't get to have this public credit for doing such a great thing when you do something shitty in the process. Cancels it out. You fucked with her spirit. Jared Lysick, Doug Bishop, you fucked with her spirit by doing that. You canceled your own good deed out by dragging the name of people that she loved and cared about.
Didn't. Why are you saying dumb, stupid shit that ain't real? But think about this. If you in your heart are going to look for a little girl and you drive all the way to this fucking town and the police are like, hey, don't look over there. And you're like, okay.
When did the police
and you
say
go
don't
look over there?
What
and
are you talking about?
You dive underwater and you see a body in there. And if you've seen something that ain't right and you get out of the water and you're surrounded by all these fucking cops that just told you don't look in there, what are you going to do? How are you going to feel? You're probably going to be like, well, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Yeah. AWP knows that I put the Hellcat up. I ain't heard from them. AWP knows what I said if they didn't want the Hellcat, which I still am going to donate to them. We've contacted their managers and everything.
You serious?
We're not hearing nothing back, fam. What does that tell you? If they're good guys and they don't want to take no one's compensation, what does that tell you? Look at the press conferences. Everything's fucked up for a reason. You have to put all those pieces together. Because what I just told you is the most plausible explanation that I could think of right now. It's not.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Show me proof of the party.
You know, that the party that actually exists.
You're a little cunt.
No pictures of the people that we're talking about at a party. I just got to throw that out there.
This is as loud as that goes.
I know for a fact that there was at least
Bro,
one
this
party out
guy.
there because, well,
I could have gone my whole life without fucking seeing without seeing this high school biology teacher who is bound to get fired at any point looking motherfucker ever again, bro.
okay, so I have a video. I do have a video of this beautiful Hispanic party that was like right next to the site, and that's the video from the Snapchat.
But are
that
the
actually
in it or anybody that was talking about Kiely in it?
Well, they're probably witnesses that are getting interviewed by the police. So at this point right now, all we do is speculate. Until the facts come out, it's just like this same thing with Brian Laundrie and Gabby Petito cases.
Your
So
crotch,
it's-
exactly.
right now,
What this guy's fucking
Once
shirts.
the fact comes out, we'll know who's either right or not.
But you can't speculate that a party exists if there's nothing to speculate it to exist.
But do you have proof that the party didn't exist?
It doesn't matter. If it doesn't exist, it didn't happen. You can't just make a party happen.
But do you have proof?
No, you don't understand.
Just like I don't have proof the party existed, and then you don't have proof the same way.
Hey, listen, if there's no party.
Now it's really funny, guys. If you look real close, I mean, you won't be able to see it because of the position that Ryan Upchurch is sitting in right now. But right now, Dolly Vision is sitting cozily right up Ryan Upchurch's ass. It's really if you just listen close, you'll be able to hear him. Listen. I'm such a child.
You don't have to have proof of it not happening. You have to have proof of something happening. You don't have to have proof of nothing happening. Does it make sense? I want one single solitary 2-second video or a picture of Kiely Rodni being at this party, videoed at this party, videoed with her friends, pictured with their friends at their school. Hell, give me a picture beside her car, the silver CRV. You can give me none of what I just asked for. It doesn't exist. If you on the other side of the screen think you're so smart and know every fucking thing, and I'm an idiot and this should be so easy for me to figure out, go find what I just told you to find. And don't show me that bullshit video of Jagger. I've already found out that that's not real. Show me real proof of Kiely Rodni existing and Sammy Smith existing. And like I said, don't be like, well, it's obviously a human. Yes, I know. Show me proof of these people with their names actually existing. It's easy, right? Okay, well then show me these things. Show me a picture of her beside her CRV.
Wow.
Show me of her making a video in it. Show me anything that indicates this is real.
Now, I'm not pulling these videos. These videos are linked onto the lawsuit that I'm reading. So
you can't. Because it ain't. It's a scam. Why you think the cops ain't saying nothing? They're fucking embarrassed. Wouldn't you be embarrassed? If you just went on this big fucking search for somebody and nobody even looked into the person yet, and they're like, oh, well, we kind of is looking for somebody that ain't real. Yeah, as a cop, you're not going to want to admit that. And that's all I got to say. Prove me wrong. Say what you want in the comments. It don't matter. If you're shit talking me and telling me I'm wrong, you have no common sense. We can't have a conversation anyway.
Okay, that's enough. All right, let's take a look at the rest of this. So I think we're almost there. So he goes on to say, it's free money. It's free money that gets the heat off you because everybody's looking for a bullshit person that you made up. Because why? Because you pushed a car in the lake. Show me real proof that Kiely Rodni existed. Show me anything that indicates this is real. You can't, because it ain't. It's a scam. This goes on to say this video had 246,835 views as of July 24th, 2023. Wow. Kiely Rodni was a real person. On September 1st, 2022, Upchurch posted a video titled Found Another Picture of Kiely's CRV on Google Earth. This video was a phone screen recording of Upchurch performing internet searches relating to plaintiff Daniel Rodni. In this video, Upchurch searched for Kiely Rodni's dad, Daniel Rodni, and posted a phone number and address for Daniel Rodni. Upchurch also posted a Google Earth recording purporting to locate Daniel Rodni's home. Okay, we have to go over that because that shit is just too much. Oh, this isn't what I'm thinking of, but Okay.
She was put in there, and some of the people that we might have seen on the news were involved with it.
Wow. Mad Catter, thank you so much. Goes on to say, Upchurch zoomed into a pixelated image, which, per the title of the video, he claimed was another picture of Kiely's CRV. This video has 146,301 views at the time of the filing. As a result of this video and the ensuing negative attention he received, Daniel Rodni essentially went into hiding and made substantial investments in home security, surveillance cameras, etc. On September 3rd, 2022, Upchurch uploaded a video titled Kiely Rodni. In this video, Upchurch stated, Kiely Rodni is not Kiely Rodni. Kiely Rodni is Kiely Ross. Kiely Ross's dad is fake Kiely Rodni's grandpa. So if you look at Kiely, Kiely, and look at her situation and who's around her, look at the air quotes, grandpa, because the grandpa on Kiely, Kiely's page is the dad on Callie's page. Such a fucking idiot. In the video, Upchurch posted photographs of plaintiff David Robertson, which quotation marks around the phrases Kiely Rodni's grandpa and Kylie's grandpa. Oh, man. We'll just go over those photos. We don't need... I mean, okay. I mean, you saw him. I just want to keep this moving here. Also, on September 3rd, 2022, Upchurch uploaded a YouTube short video titled Kiely Rodni is actually a woman called named Kiely Ross. Video coming in an hour. In this video, Upchurch asserted that Kiely Rodni, Daniel Rodni, David Robertson, and Kiely Rodni's mother were, quote unquote, not real. Specifically, Upchurch stated, I would not say this unless I was 100% confident. Kiely Rodni is not real. Her grandfather is not real. Her dad is not real. Her mom is not real. All the pictures and videos you're seeing of this Kiely Rodni person are actual pictures and video from someone else named Kiely that are 5 to 7 years old. Moron. This video has 324,144 views at the time of the filing. On September 7th, 2022, Upchurch uploaded a video titled Still No Pictures of Kiely Rodni at This Party. In this video, Upchurch stated, it's been what, like 4 days since I made an update video on the Kiely Rodni case? Man, the comments are just flooded with snotty-nosed fucking idiots. When you gonna give that apology? When you gonna give that apology? Never. There you go. Does that make you happy? Probably not. You're probably fucking tearing. Yeah, let's watch that meltdown real quick.
I would not say this unless I was 100% confident. Kiely Rodni is not real. Her grandfather is not real. Her dad is not real. Her mom is not real. If you want me to be real, be real. All the pictures and videos you're seeing of this Kiely Rodni person are actual pictures and videos from someone else named Kiely that are 5 to 7 years old, which is the same amount of time as this CRV has been registered to this family's name. There's a reason why you can't find the family's name on any of these fucking vehicles. Everybody's been wasting time, right? Tick tock, tick tock. Well, guess where I just found all these people? Tick tock, tick tock. I'm about to post the proof and show you guys and show y'all how a lot of these pictures have been edited. P.S. The FBI didn't black out that picture of Kiely with the person under her arm. The people who created it did, because they fucked up when they photoshopped it. Oh, it's over.
Okay. I love you all in chat that are like, he's just trolling. I've been hearing that shit since I was covering this, but here's the thing. Do you think that's going to be a solid defense when he goes into court to fight this lawsuit? That he's going to get to say, Your Honor, I was just kidding. You think that undoes the damage that he's caused this family? Like, use your fucking brains, people. Those of you who are like, he's just trolling, he's just kidding around, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. This shit just got fucking real. This got very, very real for him. Because he made this very real for Kiely's family. Now, it goes on to say in a comment to this video, a YouTuber named Steve's Random Adventures. So basically, you want everybody to believe you, even though you have zero proof and you're claiming this girl doesn't even exist. Yet you're on here saying that you're not going to believe anybody else because they don't have proof. Streaming revenue must be going down. Upchurch replied to this comment. No, it's actually at an all-time high, and I'm making an insane amount of money. Oh, you dumb motherfucker. I can't believe you just fucking typed that in writing. Dude. Which is why I'm flopping my dick on the table and trying to fight corruption, because I'm a good guy and I'm rich. Fighting evil that is rich, because that's what I do. And there's the shot of it right there. That's the and he pinned it. Again, at the top it says pinned by Ryan Upchurch. That's how confident he is. Wow. So the defamation part of this, the causes of action, defamation. Plaintiffs incorporate all above paragraphs. In addition to the statements described above, plaintiffs submit a video montage, Exhibit A, of various defamatory statements made by Upchurch in his video broadcasts. Upchurch published several statements and concerning both David Robertson and Daniel Rodni, though the broadcasting of his YouTube videos relating to the Kiely Rodni case. Upchurch's false claims that Kiely Rodni was not real, David Robertson was not real, and Daniel Rodni were not real defamed plaintiffs. Upchurch's false claims that Kiely Rodni was a quote-unquote bullshit person and that her disappearance was a quote-unquote scam to raise money on GoFundMe defamed plaintiffs. Upchurch's false claims that plaintiffs were in fact relatives of a person. Sorry, I lost my place there. Upchurch's false claims that plaintiffs were in fact relatives of a person named Callie Ross, implying that plaintiffs were actors, pretending to be someone other than they in fact were, defamed plaintiffs. Upchurch's false claims that plaintiffs were involved in a scheme to quote-unquote catfish fake a death, defamed plaintiffs. As a result of these statements, plaintiffs suffered reputational injury, financial losses, and emotional distress. Upchurch made each of these above statements only after authorities had publicly identified Kiely Rodni and confirmed her identity. Upchurch made each of the above statements only after Kiely Rodni's family had released a written statement confirming her death. Upchurch thus made his false and defamatory publications with reckless disregard for the falsity of this statement. At a minimum, Upchurch acted with negligence in failing to ascertain the truth with false statements he published to his 3 million plus YouTube subscribers. It's the other count here is false light, invasion of privacy. Plaintiff incorporates all above paragraphs for the same reasons that Upchurch may be held liable for defamation, he may be held liable for false light and invasion of privacy. Upchurch's false statements concerning the plaintiffs place them in a false light, which would be highly offensive to a reasonable person. It would be highly offensive to a reasonable person to be falsely accused of participating in a scam to profit from GoFundMe. It would be highly offensive to a reasonable person to be falsely accused of having misrepresented themselves and their identities, lying about who they are and who their loved ones are. It would be highly offensive to a reasonable person to be accused of being quote unquote fake and quote unquote not real, while grieving the tragic death of a loved one whom Upchurch also referred to as a quote unquote bullshit person, quote unquote fake and quote unquote not real. It would be highly offensive to a reasonable person to be called fake and not real in the days after their granddaughter suffered a tragic fatal accident. Upchurch acted with reckless disregard of the truth of these statements as described above. In fact, Upchurch himself appeared to understand the statements were false, as he had previously expressed condolences to Kiely's mom in a video published August 22nd, before later declaring Kiely's mom is not real in a video published September 3rd. The next count is intentional infliction of emotional distress. Plaintiffs incorporate all above paragraphs. As described above, Upchurch's conduct in uploading his defamatory videos was intentional, and he acted with reckless disregard for the falsity of his defamatory statements. Upchurch chose to target members of a grieving family who only days earlier had learned the tragic news that their 16-year-old daughter and granddaughter had died in a fatal accident. In espousing his false claims, Upchurch capitalized on the media attention that Kiely Rodni's disappearance had attracted to promote his own music and capture streaming revenue from YouTube views. In fact, Upchurch openly bragged in the comments to one of these videos about making money from the Kiely Rodni case, stating, "I'm making an insane amount of money." Upchurch directed his loyal band, Upchurch directed his loyal band of followers, the Cuck Squad, to search for Kiely Rodni's car. He then uploaded a video claiming to have discovered the car at the home of Daniel Rodni. As a result of these actions, Daniel Rodni was subjected to an invasion of his privacy and personal security. Upchurch's conduct in belittling a grieving family, accusing them of essentially being actors, faking their loved one's death to profit from a scam, to profit from GoFundMe, was outrageous conduct that no civilized society should tolerate. Well said. Absolutely. As a result of Upchurch's videos and statements, plaintiffs have suffered serious and mental injury, each seeking therapy for psychological injuries specifically attributable, as documented in the medical records, to the conduct of Ryan Upchurch. Number 4, negligent infliction of emotional distress. Plaintiff incorporates all above paragraphs. For the reasons stated above, Upchurch may be held liable for negligent infliction of emotional distress. As a result of Upchurch's video publications and false statements, plaintiffs suffered serious mental injury as described above. Number 5, damages. Plaintiff incorporates all above paragraphs. Plaintiff specifically I've never heard that word before. I apologize, guys. That the law of California with respect to the issue of remedies and damages should apply to this action. As plaintiffs reside in California, all injuries complained occurred in California, and all treatment for such injuries occurred in California. The parties have no relationship with each other except through the transmission of Upchurch's YouTube videos, which plaintiffs were made aware of and viewed in California. California thus has the most significant relationship to the parties and occurrence at issue, and California's law of damages should apply. Plaintiffs pray for a recovery of all compensatory damages available under the law, including damages to their reputation, financial losses, emotional distress, and punitive damages based on Upchurch's outrageous, intentional, reckless, and conscious, shocking, torturous actions. Plaintiff prays for a jury to try this action. That's it right there. That's it. Man. Yo. So big shout out to the Rodnis for stepping up here. See, this is a beautiful thing, folks. It's sad that it has to come to this, but we are seeing a change right now. We are seeing a very, very positive change in things right now because victims are finally standing up to these assholes. This is what we do here on this channel. This is what certain other channels in this community also do. We call out tragedy pimps. We call out people who victimize victims' loved ones. These people are hurting. They're hurting inside. And to take advantage of them, because here's the thing, people like Ryan Upchurch, people like Critical K, people like Zav Girl, people like the other idiot that I don't even want to mention, people like these, they prey on the fact that these people are grieving and they just want to move on with their lives. They kick these poor people while they're down. And they take advantage of the fact that they just want peace. And they don't want to end up in a fight after while they're grieving for their child, while they're grieving for their loved one. These predators prey on these people. These people who lost somebody that was very dear to them, and many times are their children. And now these families are fighting back. We're seeing a shift here, folks. This is a beautiful time to be part of the true crime community, y'all. I'm telling you right now. This is what we do here. We call out these motherfuckers. And we do it loud. But we can do this shit until we turn blue. And it's not going to make a difference until these families stand up. And they are absolutely doing that. And they have every right to not do so. They have every right to handle these things however they see fit. They have every right to grieve however they see fit. We have no right to dictate what they do. But now, these people are collectively coming forward, one by one, being inspired by the last. That's the way it's coming out. Leo the Lioness, Dolly, Molly, Justin, Betty, it's all happening. It's all happening. Just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. One by one, like dominoes, people. This is a beautiful time to be part of the true crime community because these assholes are making the scrupulous ones of us, they're making us look bad. And I'm not having it. This is why I do what I do. This is why so many of us do what we do. This is how change gets made. And I am so grateful right now to be part of this community. I am so grateful to get to be here and see this shift happening. The chickens is coming home to roost. I love it. I mean, we can't ever criticize these families for simply just hoping that the shit goes away and trying to find peace in their own lives. We can't ever criticize those families who choose to just be peaceful. Like Kiely Rodni's mom. Kiely Rodni's mom, you can tell that she's the type of person who just wants to live in peace and celebrate life because that's what she believes her daughter would have wanted. To honor her daughter in her own way, which is nobody else's fucking business. And these families, they're not subject to our criticism in any way, shape, or form. And they deserve to be celebrated just as much as these people who are fighting back and taking action. And I'm grateful to get to witness it. And you better believe, as this goes on, I'm going to be covering it every step of the way. Every absolute step of the way. Rachel, welcome to Logic. Appreciate it. Sorry if I didn't highlight any of your stuff. As I was reading that, I couldn't see the chat. So I'm sorry if I wasn't able to highlight anything that you guys were saying. I got a little time. You know what I'm going to do? Got a little time. Let's do this. And before I open the phone lines, I am going to give a big shout out to Down the Rabbit Hole News again. Please subscribe to Down the Rabbit Hole News. Hackub, could you please do me a big solid and share Down the Rabbit Hole News channel in the chat for me? Down the Rabbit Hole News is the one who tweeted this this news to me and this court document to me, and I'm very grateful to her for that. She is definitely one of the good guys, and I'm proud to call her a friend on YouTube. I'm proud to call her an associate on YouTube, as well as Iked Mel and anybody else who has been dealing with this fucking idiot. So, and Zanime as well, yes. So I'm going to go ahead and post the phone number here. Oh, wait. Yeah, AD, sorry. I didn't read your comment. Thank you so much. Debate on this true. Can you please clarify, sir? Debate on, is this true? Can you please? Yes, I can, actually. Thank you for reminding me, actually. Let me do this. I can absolutely verify this. Give me 1 second. All right. This is the court docket, folks. This is the court docket right here. I don't know how well you can see that. But on the bottom, it's in real small print, but it says so right there. 7/28/2023, complainant against Ryan Upchurch filing. And then there's the price and blah blah blah. This was this was sent to Rabbit by SF Investigates. As we know, SF Investigates is close to the plaintiffs. So this is absolutely real. 100%. Give me 1 second here and let me show you a little bit of a closer shot. Here you go. Read the top right there. Right here. Robertson versus Upchurch. William L. Campbell Jr. presiding. Date filed 7/28/23. Date of last filing 7/28/23. Filed and entered, filed and entered, filed and entered, filed and entered. It's all there. So anybody trying to say that this is not real, I assure you that it is absolutely real. Okay? And anybody wants to call in, call that number right there. I'm taking phone calls until my coffee's gone. Because I literally ran out. I can't make any more. So as soon as my pot of coffee's gone, yeah. Thank you, Nerd Report. Nerd Report says that it's also on Google News. I mean, I don't know. I looked up Ryan Upchurch's net worth as of 2023, and it is $4 million. I don't know how much it's going to cost. I don't know how much his lawsuit against his mom cost, even though he won that. I don't know if he's going to be able to recoup that money necessarily. I mean, I don't know if Ryan's mom actually has any money. None of my business. But $750,000 I'm hearing is what the is what they're asking for. So I'm you know, I'm not seeing that being a big problem for him to have to pay, but that's not the main point. The main point is that it sends a message to the true crime community to fucking do better. These people are fighting back. You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, my name is Linda.
Hi, Linda.
How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm okay too. I'm proud of what you're speaking out about.
Or $75,000. I'm sorry, I had to correct. I was corrected. It's $75,000. So I mean, that's peanuts to Ryan Upchurch, but that's not the point. The point is that it sends a message to irresponsible YouTubers to do better. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
I understand what you're saying. I've known about this for a long time. And being a parent and everybody mocking my child's death, you know, to say, and lashing in on the money. Ryan Upchurch was giving YouTubers money.
Right. He was literally super chatting YouTubers who were spreading this false information. He was literally financing YouTubers to help spread this information.
Well, the thing of it is, I saved every snap. I Snapchatted all of it that I come across.
Okay.
And those people should be held just as responsible because they still stand up for him. So
right.
What is he behind on YouTube?
What do you mean?
I think there is people that he actually owns on YouTube.
People that he owns on YouTube. What does that mean?
To say they do what he wants.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to be careful how you word things. I mean, these are people who just blindly follow what he says because they're faithful fans of his. That doesn't mean that doesn't necessarily mean that he's on their that they're on his payroll or anything like that.
It goes a lot deeper than that.
I don't know about that because now, I mean, we're not gonna fight his conspiracy theories with other conspiracy theories. You know what I mean? I'm not going to subscribe to that.
Conspiracy theory because I got the Snapchat.
Okay, so you have proof that there are YouTubers under his payroll to help spread the misinformation that he was putting out there.
Yeah, I do. On two of them especially.
I would suggest that you contact SF Investigates on Twitter and private message him, DM him those screenshots. I would absolutely suggest you do that.
Okay. And then were you one of them that was paid by him?
How was I possibly paid by him?
No, I'm just asking you, and I'm not accusing, just asking.
What would be my motive? To be paid to do what? Make fun of him?
You answer my question.
Yeah, I mean, it's sorry, but it's kind of a silly question. No, to answer it directly, no, I've never received any money from Ryan Upchurch. No, not one red cent.
Okay. So what you need to do is open the basket on the ones that did.
Open the what?
And open the basket on the ones that did receive money from him.
Open the basket? What does that mean?
Open it up. Let the public know.
I did that. I did that.
No, it goes so much deeper.
Okay. Yeah.
Listen, Will, I'm not a stupid girl.
Okay. I'm not
keep my
saying
eye
you
on
are.
things. Everybody does. And we've all been ripped off. And we've all been lied to. But now this family is not only fighting for themselves, they're fighting for us subscribers on YouTube. They're fighting for us because we've been taken advantage of. We've been lied to. We've been deceived.
That's true.
Things are going to start to change on YouTube.
I agree. And I'm fucking here for
And
it.
you're part of it. And you're part of the change.
I am. I'm proud to be part of that change.
Be careful who you back all the time. Because
Okay.
they're not so good of people.
Okay.
They receive money from Ryan Upchurch as well.
Okay.
We're going to bring this to a stop.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's going to be the victims' families that will be doing that, but all I can do is use my platform to help perpetuate awareness. That's all I can do. And I've been consistently doing that since I started this channel about 4.5 years ago, nearly 5 years ago. So
I've been with you that long, probably.
awesome.
At least three.
Okay, well, that's great.
I watch you.
Thank
and
you.
I pay attention. It just, I don't know. Have you ever just cried for a family
Yes, I have.
about the abuse that they've gone through?
I have more than once.
Because of
Yes,
the loss of a child,
I have. Yes.
and then people exploiting their child.
I have. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been with me for 3 years, right? So,
Yeah, I've been with you.
okay.
And I've been mad at you a few times.
Yeah, everybody
Walk
gets
away
mad at
from
me
you
at
a
some
few
point.
times, but I come back.
That's fair. Everybody gets mad at me at some point. But yeah. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take the next caller. Thank you for calling.
Okay.
I really appreciate you following and I appreciate you calling. Thank you so much.
Yep, let's fight against this.
All right, we are doing that. Thank you so much. Okay, next caller. Anybody else want to call in? Anybody? Help, please. Please don't let that be the last caller, please. All right. Okay. Phone number. Right here. Phone number. Call. There we go. Oh, thank God. You're on. Who am I speaking with? Uh-oh. Hold on. There we go. Who am I speaking with?
It's Crispy Treat.
What's up, Crispy Treat?
How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Good. Did you open up your basket yet?
I'm working on that.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I know what she's talking about, but like I remember when Ryan was going around and was paying people a lot of money. You know, he was given $500 and $1,000.
Well, I mean, those are super chats. Yeah, he was very active in other people's chats, but to say that they were
if
on his
anybody was
payroll
agreeing
or
with
something,
them.
to say that they were on his payroll or even imply that
Yeah.
is without any
It's
evidence,
nothing like that.
I'm not even gonna, I'm not doing that.
Right.
We
That's what she's talking
spread
about.
misinformation here. We don't go by rumors. We don't do that here.
Yeah. That's what she's talking about. That she doesn't. That's all. You know, he was just giving people super chats, and he's got more money than most of us. So, anyway,
Nothing wrong with that.
Right.
No, I mean, he earned his money fair and square. I'm not trashing Ryan Upchurch for anything other than further victimizing victims' families. That is the only thing. That is the only thing that I am criticizing Ryan Upchurch for. Other than that, I think that he is a talented guy, and he puts out music that really touches people in a positive way, and and that's not to go overlooked, in my opinion.
I didn't even. Yeah, he's got movie star looks. The whole thing. He's the triple threat. I didn't even know there was such a thing as country rap. You know, is that what his music is?
Supposedly, I mean, I guess
or something. I don't know, but yeah, it's, you know. But he did this all without a agent, or without not without an agent, but without like Sony or one of the big,
without a major label, right? And that is also
Yeah.
something that I respect him for. I prefer musicians myself. I'm a big believer in the whole DIY method of being an artist, and that merits respect. Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's, I mean,
he's a self-made musician, 100%.
But I remember being on Twitter and saying, like, is anybody watching this Ryan Upchurch? You know, I couldn't believe it. I was like, why isn't anybody talking about this? And then I turned you on, and you were like the first person that was talking about it. And I remember was so grateful to know that there was somebody else that, you know, thought this was crazy, what was going on. And then I remember how much hate you got. And you got so much hate right away. Do you remember?
Yeah. I'll let you in on a little secret about that, crispy treat.
What?
I don't give a fuck. Like, those people can kiss my ass. Like, I don't care how much good you do. If you do shit like this, I'm gonna call you out.
Yeah.
Period.
Well, it was really outstanding because you did not care about being, I mean, it was uncomfortable amount of people hating on you, and you didn't give a shit.
I was just astounded. Like, for me, it was just a fascinating thing. I get fascinated by how YouTube works. You know, I mean, I gain a bunch of subs, I lose a bunch of subs, I gain them, I lose them, I gain them, I lose them. It just is what it is.
No, Will, you have to admit that's the first time that was that many people. It was like 700
people
that came
for
in your chat and hated you.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, people who were loyal followers, they were like, "Oh my god!" Their heads fucking exploded. It was crazy.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, I couldn't believe it. I felt terrible for you, and I remember thinking, like, "Oh my god!" Like, you really did hold your own and didn't care one bit. You at all. You didn't care, and you were actually like ripping on them.
These people were like, "Ryan Upchurch is a saint. How dare you!"
Yelling at you were calling out their spelling.
I mean, yeah, because like, dude, I mean, it was like, if you're like, are you seriously, like, you expect me to take you seriously and you can't even like spell? You know, come on.
Exactly what you said too.
Yeah, like, yeah. I'm gonna take the next caller, Crispy Treat. Thanks for calling in.
Go ahead. I just was trying to get you out of that little.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Talk to you later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Love you.
Oh shit! I missed the call. All right, try and call back, please. That always happens. I'm like, I'm gonna take the next caller. I'm gonna take the next caller. Fucking hang up. And then they hang up. I miss it. Almost done with my coffee, y'all. Actually, no, I got another cup left after this. Got a half a refill left after this. Oh, there we go. You're on. Who am I speaking with? You're on. Who am I speaking with? You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, it's Dee. How's it going?
What's up, Deets?
This is some great news.
Isn't it, though?
Been listening. Yeah, I've been listening. I wasn't typing because I was trying to upload some of my old clips of Ryan's shenanigans during this. I am so freaking proud of this family.
Right.
Fighting back.
I'm proud of all the families. I mean, this has been a hell of a week, man. This is a big win for the true crime community, man. Everybody seems to be, it's like a wave of victims' families stepping up. It's fantastic.
Yeah. And they deserve it. And I didn't catch all of what you were saying earlier, but I heard, when you were saying, I hope this sets a precedent, and I do as well, that these families are sick of it. They're victims, and
Good.
they're sick of the abuse.
And we have to,
And I hope it.
We have to give Brian Enton some credit too. That I knew that would happen. I've been begging for 4 years. I've been begging for at least some mainstream media source of some kind to pick up on this and say enough is enough, and create more awareness. And I think Brian Enton calling out Zav Girl had a lot to do with this happening. So,
even before that, the Vanity Fair article.
The Vanity Fair article was also a big, very, very, very instrumental as well.
Oh, Diggs, I see the chat flying by. I'm getting ready to load that clip right now. The one of Molly.
Yeah, big shout out to Diggs
Ryan.
and Datset. Yep. Diggs and Datset are Ikadmel's mods. They're great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. There was a lot of crap going on when Ryan got involved, when he came here for summer, and then he kind of took a break for a minute, and then he came back, and then this just exploded. It was insane.
Right.
It was an insane time.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm so proud of the family, and I hope that this gives more families of victims courage to stand up and do what they need to do to fight back.
Agreed. Yeah, I think this is great. I mean, I'm wondering, like, it feels, I don't want to call it that's what it is, but it feels like how when there's a predator and one victim comes forward, and then it inspires other victims to be more brave and come forward too, and then they all seem to come forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like this is kind of that, just on a different subject, more or less. Because I want to be proud of this community, man. I'm proud of my community, but I want to be proud of this entire community as a whole, and we're getting there. We're getting there.
Right. You have the Androcchio. I guess I'm just thinking about it a little more. Yeah. It's been a huge couple weeks for victims' families.
Totally.
Wow. That's so great.
Totally. How was your vacation?
Oh my gosh, it was amazing.
Yeah.
I go down to 30A on the Gulf at least once or twice a year on top of our other trips. And this was probably the most beautiful I've seen it down there. It looked like the Caribbean. So
right
I didn't
on.
want to leave. I didn't want to leave.
Right on.
But that's all right. No, I'm glad you went live. I was thinking about going live to do something else, and this was I was so excited.
That's all thanks to Rabbit, man. That's all thanks to Down the Rabbit Hole News, man, because she knows how passionate I was about covering this stuff, and And she just kind of handed it to me on a platter as a gift. And I was like, are you going live? Because I mean, she's the one who came up with the information. She's, so, and she sent it to me and I was just like, is it cool if I do? And then can I credit you for it and everything? And she was like, because, sometimes people will share information with you and they'll be like, don't say where you got it from,
Yeah.
But she was like, hell yeah, let them know.
Yeah, Rabbit's the best. I love that.
She's one of the best for sure.
It's all about, the whole true crime community as a whole and not like mine. So
right.
Shout out to her for that for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yep. So I'll let you go so you can take the next caller. I just wanted to chime in and say I'm so proud of these families and I hope more and more come forward, put their foot down and stand up. So because it's not just this is gonna sound bad, but it's not just Kiely Rodni's family, is it? Look at Zanime. Look at all that girl he claimed was Kiely Rodni. Look at all the other people that were hurt throughout this. It's just such a huge ripple effect. And the people that, throughout these conspiracies and these claims, and they say it so definitively, like Bullhorn Buddy when she says, I know this to be a fact. Like it has a huge ripple effect of multiple
and she knows the law so well. Yeah, and that's another thing. Queen Bee fighting back on that lawsuit, and she's countersuing, and that's gonna be like, again, I'm fucking here for it. I'm totally fucking here for it. Like,
yeah, Ronnie, Ickadmel, all of them, they became victims too because of this guy's conspiracy. And it happened. And Burden. Oh, how could I forget what he did to Burden? It was just an insane time on YouTube, but it didn't have to be that way, and it shouldn't have been that way. So I'm really glad they're standing up, and whatever we can do to support them.
Yeah,
I know I'll be doing it.
Yeah, it's driving me crazy that Burden of Proof doesn't get more subs, man. Like, I just don't understand it.
I know.
She's so good at this.
We gotta get her monetized.
She's so good at this. And she doesn't cover the popular cases only. She just goes out. She's always spreading awareness, using her platform. Doesn't care if there's only 10 people in her chat. She's spreading awareness on tons of missing people. And
I know, she's amazing. I love her. And you can reach out to her anytime, and she's there to help you out if you have a question, any of that. Burden is the best.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I change the subject just for a tiny second?
Sure.
Smoky Blue Days mentioned Navarre, which, ironic, we ended up going there the last day we were in Florida because that's where my husband's family was from. They're not there any longer. They're passed on, but we just kind of went back for nostalgic sake. So I went, then we were headed back home, and I decided to go over to Pensacola and up to the Stambia Bay Bridge and visit Gannon's little makeshift memorial there. And I'll probably show those pictures on a live, but that touched me in a way I wasn't expecting.
Wow.
Just seeing that there, seeing the bridge, knowing what took place there.
Wow. Yeah.
It puts all of this into perspective for you. This what we do online, covering cases, all of those things. And I know maybe that's silly, but it did for me. It was a total eye-opener of what's important, what's not important, why you do what you do, why we do, why covering the things that we cover, calling out the things that we call out, but just standing there in that spot, overlooking this busy bridge and knowing what evil took place there, it was just very eye-opening to this community about this community on YouTube. And so I don't know why I just wanted to share that. I just seeing her right in a bar made me think of that. I took some sunflowers there and stuff, but it was if anyone ever has the opportunity to do something like that in a case that they've covered, I recommend it because it will be it'll be a changing moment for you.
Right on. Yeah, no, thank you for sharing that. Appreciate that.
All right. Well, I'll let you go. Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah, no, thanks for calling. It's always a pleasure, Deets. Thank you.
All right. Have a great day.
You too. Bye. All right, I'll take another caller if anybody wants to call in. You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, it's Ronan.
It's who?
Ronan?
Ronan.
Yeah, I'm from Mel's chat.
Oh, right on. Welcome.
Thanks. Sorry, I get a little nervous talking to someone I've never talked to before. So just give me
I understand. It's okay, man.
I've been a conspiracy junkie for a long time, and I kind of my true crime and conspiracy kind of collided during the I think it was the laundry case. My wife turned me on to Mel, and then when the Rodney case started, that's when I really got involved in the whole thing. But at the same time that I actually learned about Upchurch. So it was like that whole thing started, and then I learned about anime, and I was bouncing between all three of these people. Just so I don't know what I'm trying to say about it. Pretty much what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of people can get mixed up in the insanity between, what's real and what's not. I was in that. I got mixed up in that. Probably said some dumb things on every single. I know for sure I was also one of those people who was on Upchurch's page telling him, dude, you need to knock it off. Like, I kind of just lurk on his page now because, yeah, he's kind of lost it. That dude has everybody coming after him. His parents, like his friends. Now Redneck Nation's coming after him. So
I mean, we're all accountable for the things that come out of our mouths, man. You know what I mean? Like, we're all accountable for our actions, and it's a question of, are you going to hold yourself accountable and make positive changes, or are you going to hold, or somebody else is going to hold you accountable? It's just how it is, and the bottom line is Ryan Upchurch victimized people. Regardless of all the good that he's done, it doesn't erase the damage that he's done, and he was adamant about not apologizing. He was on my channel just mocking me when I asked him to apologize, and he just mocked me the entire time, and I treated him with respect. I was kind to him, and he just wasn't interested, and so what do? You hold him accountable. If you're
I was on the live when he blew up at, he was on with Mel and what was the guy? I can't see his name right now. The Ronnie?
The Ronnie guy, yeah.
It's like Ronnie said one wrong word and he just blew up.
Right.
So, you can make mistakes. You can make mistakes. You can, I probably made a few mistakes. So, I'll own up to it.
The Ronnie guy, he should have never been dragged into it in the first place. All he did was call into Icked Mel's call-in show. That's all he did.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and then now, of course, he got arrested for beating up his girlfriend or something like that. But the whole world wouldn't have known about it unless Ryan Upchurch had done what he done, So, it's not cool that he did what he did, but at the same time, it's like, is it really all of our businesses? You know what I mean? Is it all our business that he had a domestic issue with his girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just, yeah, it's fucked up. It's real fucked up.
The main thing I want to say is that so people can say a lot of things when they're wrapped up in this kind of stuff. And they can change. I mean, eventually you can realize you're wrong. And when someone wants to say they're sorry, kind of give them a chance to say they're sorry. Because I don't know, I was all over that whole thing, saying probably dumb shit on all sides. Sorry,
dude. I've done the same thing, man. You know, like when I first started on YouTube, man, I was all talking about the Watts case, and I was all linked up with Critical K, and I was just giving that other perspective, and I was falling for her bullshit, you know, and all of her word salad, and then I really started to look at the big picture of everything. You know, I started listening to everybody, and then I was just like, man, this is fucked up, you know. This is no good. And then I just focused my energy on this channel to combat that sort of behavior, you know.
Yeah, I like I said, I'm just kind of new to this, the true crime thing. So I had poked a little bit into some of these older stories, like you said, the Critical K, and what I get is mostly don't bother, just stay away from it, because it's just insanity. So yeah, I take Mel's mods and chat at their word. So.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, man. I appreciate you calling, man. Thank you.
Cheers.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that, man. It takes a lot to admit that, and I'm really glad that you just saw, you know, how much damage people jumping on board for that sort of thing can do, you know. So that it takes a lot of guts to take that kind of accountability and speak publicly on that, and I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. Have a good one, man.
You too. Good night.
You too. All right. I can take another caller if anybody else wants to call in. I'm going to pour my last bit of coffee here. Like, it's too hot to be drinking coffee, man. But I can't do live streams without drinking coffee. You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Hi. Hey.
Who's this?
This is Xaname.
What's up, Xaname? How you doing?
Good. Hey, I just want to say that this been in waiting and finally comes out too late, and I'm extremely glad that the fact that the family is getting a closure that they will need. And this right here is going to blow a lot of other channels, basically, for everything that they have been saying and everything that all the misinformation they've been spreading. So, and the fact that everybody stayed to the truth, and especially you and everybody that stayed to the truth, they knew the truth, and it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal how all of this is turning out.
Yeah, and imagine how stupid the people who backed him up are feeling. You know what I mean? Like, it's real easy. Like, the true crime community, there's not a formula to it other than just follow the facts. Know the difference between a rumor and fact. That's it. It's not that hard.
Exactly. It's not that hard whatsoever. And that's why since the very beginning, we always try to stick to the facts. And since the very beginning, when I stood up for Ronnie Jones and saying, like, hey, you need to leave this guy alone, and this is one of the ways that I got dragged in. So I'm so happy the fact that it's finally coming out, and Rodni family deserves some peace.
Yeah, agreed. Because it takes a lot to go through this, because this is going to be a tedious thing. It's going to be very time consuming, and it's going to be very stressful for them. So it's very easy and understanding, for them to decide to just move on and live in peace. So it takes a lot of gumption to decide, you know what, I'm going to fight this. I've got to set a precedent here. And that's, they deserve definitely a lot of kudos for that.
Well, the thing is, they're not going to be alone in the situation. They have all of us that stood up for all of this nonsense. And any kind of evidence they need, anything that they really need, they can always reach out to us.
Sure.
Because sure, there are so many people out there that have been collecting everything in every single piece of whatever Kiely, Rodni's families need. And it's not going to be just them. It's going to be us standing up for what is right.
Right.
And I'm really extremely proud of this community that pulling everything together. And I thank you. And I thank everybody, like literally every single person that stood on the right side. So that is all I really want to say. And you guys are amazing.
Right on. I'm glad. I'm glad you called in, and I think that that means a lot to everybody here who weren't blinded by the by the shining, who weren't starstruck, and they stuck to their common sense, and they stuck to their scruples, and they stuck to their convictions and their sense of right and wrong, and stood up and spoke out, so yeah, and it's important, so it's a beautiful thing that everyone did that. Absolutely.
Exactly. Well, like I said, thank you again, and have fun on your show. I'll be popping into your chats and everything, and I love all your amazing chats. So have a good night, all.
You too. Thanks, Anime.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
On the show, I'll be popping into your chats and everything, and
All right. I can take another caller. Yeah, man. Lots of love for Zanime. I mean, that shit just wasn't right, man. Dragging Ikadmel and Zanime into this like that, it was just not right. Like, all they did was talk about the case. They didn't even talk about him, It's just like, what? Yeah, it was crazy. Simp noodle. You in handle of the day, simp noodle. I still got the phone lines open. I still got a little bit of coffee left. I could take another caller. BC, thank you so much. Let me see what this says here. Real change comes with cutting off the head of the snake. YouTube provided Ryan Upchurch with a platform to spread this garbage. He was reported continuously, but the videos remain because they want their cut. I can't disagree with that. I mean, YouTube gets that 30%, and 30% of what Ryan Upchurch makes on YouTube. I mean, but the thing is I don't think Ryan Upchurch was monetized. That's the problem with that. I think that he just used YouTube to promote his music. So, I don't think he was monetized. I didn't see him getting super chats when he was live. I didn't see him sharing Cash App or PayPal or anything like that. So I'm not sure if that argument holds up. If now that I'm thinking about it, so yeah, I don't know if it's really fair to say that YouTube was in any way, shape, or form an accomplice, because the thing is especially when there's a lawsuit like this, when you're monetized with YouTube, you're in a partnership. You're in a business partnership with YouTube. If they take a certain percentage of what you make on YouTube, that's a business partnership, and they don't want to be in a partnership with people who engage in behavior like this. So but I don't know. I mean, I know he was reported a lot, but why they didn't take his channel, I have no idea. Wow, 600 people in chat. Nobody wants to call in, really? No, he didn't lose his channel because I just streamed videos that, those were links to his channel, Crispy Treat. So again, be careful with the misinformation. He has alt channels. He has Ryan Up. I don't even know if Ryan Upchurch Fans is even his channel. I don't even know if that's the case, but Ryan Upchurch, just plain Ryan Upchurch, that channel is still up. And all of those videos are still up on his channel. He hasn't even taken them down, regardless of this lawsuit. Was he live just a little bit ago? Yeah, Chronicles of the Shady. I mean, yeah, they've got to have some sort of spokesperson. That's a good point. You're saying I want Brian Enton to ask YouTube for a comment. I wish there was a way to do that. Good luck actually talking to somebody on YouTube, aside from tagging Team YouTube on Twitter. So, oh, he was playing a video game. Yeah, I mean, he hasn't talked about the true crime stuff. I mean, I haven't watched him. I get, because I covered him so much. When he posts a new video, it pops up on my feed because I covered him so much last year. But I mean, when he's talking about his music, I could care less. It has, I don't care about it. You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, this is Terry.
Hi, Terry.
Hi, Terry Dean. I've up in your chat sometimes. I have some thoughts about this. I can keep it really short. I'm really proud of what you're doing.
Thank you.
Being an inclusive, yeah, and I'm just like many of your viewers. It's like we're have a real interest in crime, and we'd like to be part of the solution. So bringing these things to light, I think it's important to not support these creators. And I don't know anything about Ryan, honestly. He only came onto my radar because of Kiely Rodni, and what he embodies is the exact opposite of what so many of us want to stand for. I mean, we listen to these details, we watch these cases, and we really
empathize with the victims and remind ourselves all the time, this could be you or I, you know, to look for red flags. And he just came right in and just said, she's not only is she not a victim, but she doesn't even exist.
Right. That attests to, that's an attestment to exactly how he sees the true crime. And I hate to call it a genre, but it is, you know, it's sad because he literally does not see these victims as real people. He thinks it's all just entertainment. He thinks it's all fiction. He thinks we're up here talking about movies, you know, and we're not, you know, I mean, and there's a lot of creators that do. There's a lot of creators. That's the problem. There's a lot of people in this community who treat these people like as if they don't exist and like they didn't suffer, and they have no empathy for these people who have suffered in ways that I wish to God nobody would ever have to go through. I don't want Ryan Upchurch to ever have to suffer the way that any of these victims do, but I wish that he would take a second and imagine if it were somebody that he loved, you know, and maybe he would behave differently. And I think a lot of these people would do well. A lot of these creators that we call out here would do well to just take a moment and imagine being in their shoes.
Exactly.
So
what he's doing is a mockery, like to the 10th level.
Right.
I mean, it's the exact opposite of, you know, all of us, it's hard for us to imagine it could be the person next door or it could happen to our family. But then to say that not only is it like not even a hoax, it's like she doesn't even exist. Like I'm so proud of her dad and grandpa for doing this. And I was able to meet them actually. I'm not too far from Truckee. So I actually went and searched for Kiely, and I met her parents and went to the memorial. And I think that that's what's missing a lot in this genre is people getting in on that community level and going to the searches and memorials and things like that. They're experiencing that in Moscow right now. Like, people don't get it. You've never set foot in a town like that.
Right.
Life, like, and it's different strokes for different folks all over the world. But, these are, the mountain communities are a special place. It's different. It's not in the city. And people don't understand that. And so,
right. And they don't consider the factors, when these things happen in small areas. I've never been to Truckee, but I would imagine that their resources are very limited as far as law enforcement goes. And just like in Hawkins County, where Summer Wells went missing, those resources are very limited because these things don't happen there. These things don't happen so often. And so
super easy to on that bandwagon of the LE is corrupt because these small towns or whatever. It's like, no, you want to know what? They know their neighbors. They work for their neighbors. It's your teachers. It's everybody is right next door. It's actually the opposite of what people, I don't want to get into a big debate on that, but it's really, if you're able to ever immerse yourself, into that community,
I've actually been to Nevada City in California, which is not far from there, and it is gorgeous. I fell in love with that little town, and I wanted to move there immediately. It just wasn't possible, but it was. I fell absolutely in love with it. It was just gorgeous. It was so cool, and everybody was so nice. And when I saw Kiely's mom, and heard her speak, I was like, that is exactly Nevada City right there, like right there incarnate,
It is. Well, people mock what they don't understand. So
right.
It's like, well, go for a road trip and go and visit it and see, instead of just being judgmental. There's like the bottom line of a lot of it is just judging other people that we don't understand. So, there's a lot of issues going on in our genre, but there's also a lot of really good people who keep the victims in mind. And the masses that you see commenting and the things that they say, they're just jumping on a bandwagon. They're following the talking head, and they're not actually there to see.
Right. Right.
I implore more people to just, try to reach out.
Or,
I mean,
or at least be aware that you're not there and able to see, and just try to, factor that into your, thinking.
and not instigate others to follow suit. AWP was disgusting to me. I mean,
Totally.
I was there. Like, Doug didn't even know where the party place was, and he drove this whole narrative about she would not have turned left onto that road.
Right.
She wouldn't, because that's not where the party was. Like, he didn't even know.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That was
that whole narrative. I just don't understand spinning things like that. And
money.
mistrust
Money. I mean, they made this video, and then they made it members only, and burden of proof paid the member fee to be able to stream it, and Jared showed up in her chat and bullied her to take it down.
Yeah.
And it was just because he felt like she was stealing money from them. That's the way. They didn't care about spreading awareness. They only cared about making money off of the content. They didn't care about anything else.
And actually, that's kind of the common denominator between when I've watched videos from other channels and said no more, because they endorse that. Like,
right.
Even law enforcement professionals themselves. And to me, like, that's what drove me to be, a little bit more critical about what I watched. I was never a Ryan Upchurch fan, but anyway.
Yeah.
I don't want to take more of your time. I just want to, tell you that I appreciate what you do. And, unfortunately, there is a lot of drama that goes along with it. But I think the bottom line, when these types of lawsuits come out, that's a win. So thank you.
Agreed. Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate that insight. Thank you.
Yeah. Catch you in chat. Bye.
You too. Bye. Yeah. Burden of proof. You have nothing to be embarrassed about. That makes me mad, and not at you, but it makes me mad for you that you actually feel embarrassed. Fuck that guy. He's the one who should be fucking embarrassed. Adventures with Purpose should be fucking embarrassed for how they handled that case. Jared should be fucking embarrassed for the things that he's being accused of. I mean, it's disgusting, man. Just absolutely disgusting. I thought you were doing a good thing, and I know, based on your content, we know that you were doing that out of the goodness of your heart and spreading awareness. And you were actually trying to pump them up. You know what I mean? And you were promoting them. And that asshole went in your chat and bullied you to stop showing the video. And unreal. I was so mad when I heard about that. But I am going to wrap this up, I think. Let me get rid of that. Yeah, so guys, we are going to continue. We're going to continue to cover this as it develops. And again, one more time, big thank you to Down the Rabbit Hole News for providing me with this court document and encouraging me to go over it. It means the world to me that she was kind enough to do that. So thank you so much, YouTube Burden of Proof, but Down the Rabbit Hole News for sharing that with me so that I could go over this with you guys. It was very, very kind of her. Big shout out to Ick and Mel and his mods who happen to be in chat. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys. And all the rest of you, all the new subscribers, I appreciate you. Everybody who's been showing support, I appreciate you. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys, and we will do this again very soon, my friends.